All right, welcome to Against All Our Sports Radio Show. We live. I'm Javon Bates, the Legacy,
We'll speak some about it.
and we got special guest actress.
Michelle Stuper. Hi, everyone.
All right, so before we get into today's show, make sure you reserve your tickets for the Brooklyn, New York premiere this Saturday. That's right, this Saturday we're gonna be showing the Concrete Trafficking, starring Michelle Stuper, myself, and Bruce Ballard's in the movie also. So make sure you check it out. Get them tickets. Go to jblegacyfilms.com. Brooklyn Stand Up. Make sure I will see you there Saturday, no doubt. And congratulations to the team. We have another one in the books. So once it's completed, we're gonna bring back the glory back home and do what we need to do. So before we move on to the next thing, how was your weekend?
Our weekend was good.
It was good.
Yeah. It was
Anything
good.
interesting?
Let me see. What I had to do? Nothing really out the ordinary boxes. Just went to the gym and started working on my legs.
What about you?
My legs.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Just rested and cleaned.
Rest
That's
of
all.
the thing. Yeah.
Nothing exciting.
Okay.
What about you?
Man, just what's the cartoon
You
when
gotta
they
get ready for the movie premiere. So you
Yeah.
should've been-
Right.
what,
Yeah.
what's the cartoon with the brain, the pinky and the brain? Just thinking and taking over the world.
Oh, yeah.
But not the world, but you know.
Right.
Pinky.
Yeah,
Take over the world.
thinking about taking over the world. But no, just thinking of a master plan. So that's it. Just working on businesses and different things like that. So.
Working and grinding as usual.
Oh yeah, for sure. So let's get into it because we want to get this show started all the way, and we want to get to this interview. So the Cavs has the best record in NBA right now. We still got 10 losses with 54 wins.
Yep.
So 54 and 10, the best in the league.
Best in the league. The best in what consecutive record in like 20 years.
We already clinched the playoffs like 2 games ago,
Yeah.
which was big. Are you a Cavs fan?
I am.
Okay. Who's one of your favorite players?
They all are.
They all are.
Yeah. So that's good because at least you didn't say LeBron James.
Oh.
He's not with the Cavs.
Exactly. That's what makes it beautiful. I'm not trying to talk about LeBron, but that's what makes it so beautiful because they're winning without a superstar. Like, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Like the face of the NBA superstar.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're able to do it without that. But the coach is doing a phenomenal job. He's getting them to play better. And bigger staff, I ain't gonna, dog
He
him.
laid the foundation.
Yeah, the last coach.
He laid the foundation.
He got you to a certain
Players,
point,
yeah.
and then you have to get somebody that could take you over.
Yeah, what I like, Donovan Mitchell, he gave credit to Levert and Niang for building the culture that they have this year because they were there half the year.
Yeah.
So that was nice. But make no mistake, this is Donovan Mitchell's team.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's our star.
He's
our
our
superstar.
Yep, our superstar.
But Garland definitely stepped up this year, and he's played probably his best basketball. 'Cause last year there's something about trading him.
Yeah.
So he was going through a lot
We're
last
talking
year.
about trading them all.
Yeah, you're right. Donovan Mitchell was supposed to go to New York. Remember?
Yeah, go to New York. Yeah.
Yeah, but not Mitchell, but Garland, he had a lot going on. He had the broken jaw. He couldn't eat for a while.
He had some personal issues.
Yeah, his grandmother died or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, your jaw get broken and grandmother died. You had some personal issues too.
Yeah.
I heard he had to have his food ground up.
Yeah,
for a while.
Yeah, he couldn't eat it.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's big,
Yeah.
mentally.
So it's definitely mentally, yeah.
Right.
Because you can't play the way you want to.
Nah.
You got to play hesitant. Now we see him going inside like fearless.
Right. He's back to his game that he's supposed to play.
Game,
Yeah. All right. So what do you think about the Cavs' chances going into the playoffs?
Well, I think we got to beat everybody up to the Celtics in the finals.
Yeah. Well, if you get past Celtics, this should be in the bag.
We get past Celtics. We're there, but that's the key. We've been down there before. The Cavs have been the best team, and they beat Jordan, and all of a sudden you got in the playoffs, can't beat Jordan.
Right.
So this is the test. We got to win in the playoffs. We should get through all the way up to Boston. I think we got enough to beat Boston.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think we got enough firepower, no doubt. No doubt. Have you been to a game this year?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
You thinking about going?
I'm hoping to.
Yeah, I like to get to one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like
Yeah.
I need to get to one
We're
before
running out of
it's
time.
too late.
We got too many tickets left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was April, mid-April was the
Yeah.
last few games.
Probably gonna be too many good seats. Might be up there in
Nosebleeds.
Loudville.
Yeah.
Oh, you get them playoff seats right now.
I was thinking about that,
Yeah.
but possibly no, they ain't on sale yet.
They got the hold. Like I guess they put it on
The,
hold for you, and then when they release them,
probably I think for what the season ticket holders they got.
yeah, they probably got first
I wonder what
pickings.
they cost though.
Who knows?
Probably a lot.
Well, you know, I ain't trying to be funny. You got your income tax.
I've been in the playoffs before.
Yeah, I've been before.
Yeah, that was pricey then.
Yeah,
So
that's why you gotta go to the early rounds.
I think it might be cheaper than the Cavs. We'll see.
That's why you gotta go to the early
I mean,
rounds.
cheaper
For the
than the
playoffs.
Browns. Shoot, Browns wanted two something last year for that sorry team.
Man,
That's crazy.
let's not talk about
Yeah,
it right now.
Well,
We get to them in a
I think
second.
this. I think if the tickets will be reasonable for.
That's just an outdoor barbecue. That's all that is.
So real quick, if you are a Cleveland Browns player, you about to get traded, come to Professional Advanced Shipping Services. You can register or reserve your U-Haul with us at 234-212-1378. That's 234-212-1378. Or you can call 440-384-4174. Maybe we could reserve a U-Haul for any city or state. Just call that number or go to passthepackage.com. I know I had to sneak that in there, y'all.
All right.
Gotta put the plugs in.
That's right. Self-promotion. Let's talk about not the Browns yet, but the NFL draft. So the NFL draft is about a month away.
Yep.
Or yeah, about a month away.
On the way.
So with the news we just got, we're gonna talk about that in a second.
A lot of news.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it in a second. That changes up the NFL draft for the Browns. Do you like the Browns?
No.
Their
Their colors suck. I mean, if they had decent colors, maybe I'd like them.
Wow.
You don't like the brown and orange?
No. No, they're just like.
Don't tell me you're a
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Well, my husband is.
I
We have wars at the house.
okay. So you don't like the Steelers?
It depends.
All
Don't
right.
kick me off the interview.
We're not gonna kick you. Well, at least you're keeping it real. At least you're keeping it real.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the Browns got the second pick, and now they might have to change what they do now because they just made a I ain't gonna say it's a big move. It's just like
It wasn't a big move.
exactly. It wasn't a big move. It was just like it was crazy. Let's just get to it, man. Forget it. Let's just get to it. So Myles Garrett goes on NFL Live and all these places and say, I want to be traded. Cried about it. I can't win. I want to be a champion. I talked to LeBron and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Yep. All right. He just signed this big deal.
So it's like I don't love you anymore, and then I changed my mind.
Right. Oh, 100.
You can call your number real quick.
And I was gonna give it to him,
There you
but
go.
no. But he signed with the biggest contract for any defensive end.
Yeah.
So that's what he wanted. He wanted to get paid instead of. I thought he said he wanted to win.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
That's what he said. He wanted to win. So it changed when he got paid.
Oh,
Maybe-
I guess money solves
maybe
everything.
change-
Right.
When the
Money
owner
changes
said,
everything.
We're not talking about this, and we're not trading you. So maybe at that point, he's like, "Well, can I get paid then?" He said, "Yeah, you can get paid, but you ain't going nowhere."
Now I will say this: Andrew Berry, he did stay consistently saying, "We're not trading
We're
him."
not trading. Yeah.
I don't know. He's gonna be a clear. He kept saying it though. I was like, man,
I'm still not convinced because, I've been saying all along they're going to trade him. I still think they're going to trade him.
Oh, you still think so?
I still think so.
Wow.
But now he has a no trade contract
Clause.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I don't trust the Browns.
Yeah.
I don't either. I haven't trusted the Browns since they turned into the Ravens. That's
Oh, wow.
That's how long. That's how long I
time.
haven't trusted the Browns
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
I've been jaded ever since.
Yeah, we are.
But at least you got to see the glory days.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
saw
We saw the winners. We ain't
saw
We
seen.
some
saw the
winners.
good times.
Yeah, we seen definitely the winners.
tells me how old I am.
Yeah.
You know, that's all right.
Yeah, but at least we was able to see it.
The kids,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the kids and
Yeah.
They just know the loser culture, so
Right.
Generation X and Z,
millennials and
millennials,
whatever they call these guys.
they don't know any Browns.
No.
They don't. They just think we just
The
woke up
cardiac
sucking.
kids, remember?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Cardiac kids. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we get Kenny Pickett today. We traded Dorian DTR for a 5th round pick and Kenny Pickett.
Small hands, Pittsburgh reject, Kenny Pickett.
He got a Super Bowl ring.
Well, he got it for Philly. But that's the thing. I was like, why would Philly give up this guy for DTR, who we think is not
because you already know, Bruce. They have a better coach.
Yeah.
They have a better coach.
So what are they gonna do? They're gonna put weight on DTR, which we couldn't do, which will make DTR a good.
They're gonna give him a better coach. Ing staff.
Now we're gonna take Kenny Pickett, who had the small hands, fumbles the ball, couldn't do nothing in Pittsburgh, but he got the ring in with the Eagles, and now we're gonna make him a quarterback.
Yeah, he could do right in the locker room now. And impress the Browns with it, I guess. But so what are your thoughts about the whole? And then hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. And then I get depressing news. I told him to get DK Metcalf, and Pittsburgh is DK Metcalf. And then they signed Justin Fields.
Well, we knew they were gonna sign Justin Fields.
But I'm just saying, so they hit you with a double whammy.
Hit him with a double whammy, yep. Now Justin Fields got deep threat. And
he can run the ball.
And he's got Pickens.
So they got 2 guys.
So they got 2 guys now, and they got help possession receivers.
And they got a good coach.
And you got a running game, you got a good coach, and now you're gonna have a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Here comes Pittsburgh again.
All right,
but people are saying they don't think Pittsburgh will make the playoffs.
Well, they thought they were going to be good last year, and they sucked. Yeah. So
that's what you get for getting rid of your quarterback.
You can't trust.
But you know what? I really don't care about Pittsburgh. So, but only in fact that we got to play him again.
The fact is, we could have got DK Metcalf and we let them slide through,
and we probably could have got Justin Fields.
True that. So. Once again, we in the Professional Event Shipping Services podcast studio. So what I want to say is this one time and one time only. Call this number if you want to voice your opinion about the Browns. 234-212-1378. That's 234-212-1378. I'm gonna let you go ahead and call maybe a few times, and then we're gonna shut the phone off, because we got to move on with the show. But if you got something to say about the Browns picks, draft picks, you want to say they suck, they good, they sorry, or whatever, how you feel, go ahead, call us real quick. We're going to leave the phone line open for a hot second. Just a hot second, because I want you to call that line and get your U-Haul for real. That's what I want you to call that number for. I know. And then, Browns. Once again, I'm telling y'all, draft day, they're going to trade you away. Just give us a call. I'm telling you that 234-212-1378. I'm telling you, you're going to need it. Or we could help you move too, either way. So hit us up. Call us. But anyway, back to the Browns. So we stuck with Stefanski and Berry pretty much. So this is Andrew Berry's way of, he got to get it right on this one, because he got Deshaun wrong. I ain't gonna say it's his fault, but he got Deshaun wrong, so now he got to make up for that.
I don't think Barry had anything to do with Deshaun. I think somebody else wanted that.
No, but he's gonna be to blame. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, he's gonna get the blame.
That's part of the job.
Got to get the blame. At the top of the wheel.
Exactly.
Well, you got to get the blame.
You're gonna be the blame. You're gonna be the target. They don't care if you win your pick or whatever the case is. You're gonna be the blame.
Yeah, it's gonna be the blame.
All right, so let's move on. You ready to move on from the Browns?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I just don't. It's depressing sometimes to talk about it.
Yeah, it's not like the ticket price is gonna be raised and everybody's running to see the Browns because they got Kenny Pickett.
Right.
Right.
All right, y'all. I'll shut them lines off unless you call them for that U-Haul. But anyway, so we got Michelle Stuper here live. She played in in a few of the movies that I actually
Just
produced.
a couple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She was in the beginning of. It's on Tubi, y'all. Check out Dark Ether.
Yeah.
She was in the opening
that was one of my
scene.
favorites.
Yeah.
I had a nice gash on my arm with that one.
Yeah, that was a cool scene. And
That was
then
tight.
she played in the current movie, Common Creek Trafficking. So check her out for sure. JBLegacyFilms.com. Go on Tubi, Dark Ether, and soon Common Creek Trafficking to hit the streaming platforms as well.
Maxie too. I was in
Oh yeah,
Maxie too.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
As the
The last song.
doctor. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
she
last
was on the
song.
last
Oh.
song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maxie's Revenge.
Mhm.
She was the doctor. Check that out on Amazon as well. So y'all get a chance. That's the last song, Maxie's Revenge, starring Michelle Stuper. We had Hakeem,
Yep.
Sharif, and that with myself,
Yep.
Anthony D. Phillips Sr. It was a lot of different people in there. You
There's
was
a
in
lot
it
of-
too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce was in
That was a lot of fun.
it.
Yeah. That was a good time.
So let's get to it. I want to talk about filming as a parent.
Oh, filming
Yeah.
as a parent.
Yeah, yeah, because some people think it's easy. Like, that's her job to be an actress. Sometimes it's hard because they don't understand your life at home.
Right.
So, not trying to be in your business or anything, but what does your life consist of when you're trying to practice your lines with your kids, your family? How is that?
Well, basically, other than my 9 to 5 job, after I get home, if I have lines that I have to rehearse, I kind of get into my head, and they kind of know that mommy's in the zone, and
Right.
they kind of know not to bother me. And my husband's pretty respectful of that too. So
Okay.
like if they're like, okay, well, mom's practicing. If you want food or if
Right.
you need help with homework or whatever, ask me. But yeah, they're pretty cool about it. And my husband is my reader. So
Okay.
like all my because everything
Say
is
line. Okay.
yeah, everything is self-tape now. We don't
Yeah.
go out there anymore. So yeah, he's read for various parts, and I've also incorporated my kids in some of
Oh,
my readings too, because like there's some that need like a teenage daughter
Right.
or like a young boy, which I have one of both, or one of each. So it works out really well because I have a nice little variety. But yeah, I have my nice little setup where I can do all my self tapes, and then I have an office upstairs where if I need to do like a Zoom call or a meeting or something like that, I can
Right.
take that in private.
cool.
So it does get distracting because I get that internal guilt that I'm
Right.
taking myself away from my family.
Right.
But when you have 2 jobs, you have your regular job and then you have your acting job, which you're grinding at
Right.
constantly and trying to get as much of your work exposed as possible. They're really super supportive, and I'm so incredibly blessed for that because not everybody has that
True that.
support at home.
True that.
So yeah, I'm really, really fortunate.
So, how long have you been in acting?
Oh dang. Let's see, this is 2025. All right.
Yeah, 2025.
7 years.
7 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
7 years.
7
7-year vet.
7 years. Yeah, I've been out to been to Buffalo, Toronto, LA,
Oh, wow.
Atlanta. Haven't hit international waters yet, but I'm hoping
Okay.
eventually. And let's see what else. Indiana. I mean, there's been Savannah, Georgia. When I was in the Glorias, which covers the life of Gloria Steinem, the
Mhm.
female activist,
Mhm.
I went down there 3 times for that movie, and I got to really experience Savannah in a really
Wow.
cool way because when we were on set, I was like, I'm taking this all in because there's so much history.
Oh yeah.
And my favorite movie, Forrest Gump, was filmed. A good portion of it was filmed down there.
Wow.
So I got to see like the scene where the feather was dropped from the top of the church and
Yeah.
cool stuff like that.
Cool.
So yeah, I've kind of been all over the place with acting.
So, how many movies have you done?
A lot.
I
I don't know.
It sounds like it, yeah.
I think I'm close to 20 credits now on IMDb.
That's
So
good. That's impressive.
If I'm not at 20 yet, that's my goal. I'm getting there. We're getting close.
Do you have any SAG credits or anything?
No SAG credits yet. That's a goal too, is to get union status. Of course, you got to save up for that because it's like $3,000 initiation. But
$3,000.
yeah, but so hopefully I will get that eventually too, because they never really take you seriously unless you have that card.
That's true.
So I definitely want to get that SAG card, and I don't want to get it with background acting either, because you can be on the background 3 times and still get it. I'd rather just be a principal role one time. And then just say, okay, you got to join. I'm like, all right, let me put this on my charge card real quick, and we'll get it done.
So now, where did you get your start in acting?
I got my start at an agency in Akron called Pro Model and Talent. They were my mother agency for quite a number of years. And I went to an open casting call and ended up going to IMTA with them in New York. And that was a really fun experience.
Brooklyn?
No, it was Manhattan.
Okay,
and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. It was basically like boot camp. Like they put you through like a 16-week boot camp where they taught you everything about cold reads and commercials and monologues and you name it. Like they just growed you, and physically, like they wanted to be at your peak physically. So everybody's working out and everybody's shopping for the best clothes, and so we went, performed, and I got a couple agents from there, and then we just were together for a couple of years, and then I wasn't getting as many auditions as I wanted to. So then I ended up moving on to the talent group, which I'm still with.
Okay.
And then I'm also represented by Righteous Talent and Light and Salt in Atlanta and New York.
Wow. Who paid for that training?
That would be me.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So the agent, you got in the agency, but
that would be me. But I look at it this way. I mean, I never went to acting school.
Right.
So I mean, I have a couple degrees, but neither one of them are in acting. So I figured this is my college education in acting. I mean, this is probably how much it would be in order to go to acting school anyway. So I just took it like that.
So we never did any college theater or anything like that?
No, the only thing I did with theater was I played in the pit orchestra in high school and college. I was one of the musicians that played underneath. Okay. Yeah, and never thought that I'd be an actor. And then when I went to that casting call, I actually went with my daughter. I went for her. And one of the ladies there was like, well, can you act? I was like, never tried. They're like, well, do this cold read for me real quick. And I'm like, all right. And they're like, hey, you're good. And I just kind of fell in love with it.
Got the confidence.
Yeah. And it's I always say it's the best and hardest job I've ever had, because you get so many rejections and so many no's. You put your heart and soul into every audition you do. And then most of the time you don't hear anything back, which isn't the easiest thing to do. But if you love it and you live it and you breathe it and that's what you want to do, then that's what you do.
For sure.
So what made you want to get into film?
Well, I didn't really have a passion for it growing up. I just kind of looked at the musicians that I was playing, or looked at the actors that I was playing music for, because I was a band geek. And I thought, oh, I wonder what that would be like to be on the stage. But it didn't really go any farther than that. And then after I went to that casting call, I just wanted to do more and more, like any type of monologue, any type of script. It didn't matter if it was a student film, a short film. I just wanted to get my hands on it and just I wanted to know what the character arc was about. I wanted to see what the character development was. I wanted to see the backstory. I wanted to hear what was going on in all of the characters' heads, so I could formulate like what my part and how I could move the story along. I wanted to know everything that I could so that I could make the film better, depending on what piece I was playing in it.
That's cool.
And so I think that's why you and I click really well, is because you pay a lot of attention to your actors.
Oh yeah.
And so when you see us all developing in different ways as we act in your films, and you pay a lot of attention to that.
You gotta pay attention to detail.
Yeah. And it doesn't go unnoticed by actors, because not all directors do that. So that's really important to me, at least as an actor, is that you take the time to develop all of us and give us feedback and let us know like, hey, this is where the story is going. This is where I see your character going. and it means a lot.
Cool.
And what would you say was the most valuable training that you had?
Most valuable training. My most valuable training is the training I'm getting right now, which is I train every week with Billy Huffsey. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he was on Fame for many, many years.
Oh, okay.
He was on Days of Our Lives for many, many years. And he jokes because he's like, I've played Italian, I've played Puerto Rican, I played all these dark-skinned cats, and I'm Native American. He's like, I'm not any of these guys. But he's this big celebrity, but he's the most down-to-earth cat you'll ever meet. And he really puts his heart and soul into all the actors that he teaches. So I train with him on a weekly basis. Actually, I have his class tomorrow night.
Where's he located?
So yeah. So
where is he located?
He used to be in LA. And then, following the typical retirement thing, he went to Florida. So now he is in Naples, I think.
Okay.
So you got to go down to Florida for this class?
No, we do it on Zoom, actually. Yeah.
Welcome to what they call it?
25th.
Welcome to AC.
On Zoom.
Welcome to AC after COVID.
Yeah. Yep. That's right.
After COVID.
Okay.
So yeah, there's actually about 3 or 4 of us in his Tuesday class that are from Cleveland.
Cool.
So yeah.
I mean, prior, I think really during COVID, I saw there used to be a website you could go to, and this guy, he was teaching acting classes in LA, and they were old classes though, but they were breaking the characters down, and it was a great training that I saw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can do now. We can do a lot with the
with the technology.
Oh yeah. For sure. I mean, and it's nice because back in the day, if you wanted to audition, you had to fly out to LA.
Oh yeah.
Go into the room,
Yep.
and all that. And now, I can audition for anywhere from anywhere. So.
And then like your audition, call you in. Hey.
Yeah.
I've auditioned from hotel rooms before. Like if I was at home, I just, I'd have like my little travel ring light, and I'll just get like a blank backdrop, a blank wall, and
go ahead.
Yeah, do my thing.
So what type of characters do you prefer?
Anything that'll give me work. No, honestly, I've played so many moms and teachers that I kind of prefer grittier roles these days. So
almost kind of like the last song.
Yeah, I kind of like the last song. We're not gonna give too much of that away.
No.
But no, there's a film that I got cast for that I can't say anything about because I signed an NDA.
Right.
But it starts filming pretty soon, and she has a phenomenal character arc, and she is a very gritty character. She goes through a lot physically, emotionally, spiritually.
Wow.
And I'm really looking forward to just biting into this character. And he said, the director said, I'm going to push you. I said, please push me because I want to give this character everything that I can. So I'm really looking forward to that. So, yeah.
So have you done any comedy roles?
Comedy, not so much, no, but I would love to. That would be a lot of fun. I did a comedy called Books and Queens a while back, where it was a little film where we had all of our husbands out of the house, and they thought that we were having a book club, where really we were just playing poker in the basement. And then we ended up getting into a fist fight every time we meet up because we just we're cat fighting, and so I end up with a bloody lip and stuff, and I have to tell my husband it's strawberry jam from Tarta 8. It's just this big ridiculous thing, but yeah, I would love to dabble in more comedy. I do think comedy's harder than drama, to be transparent with you. I think comedy is very difficult, but I would love to definitely do more comedy.
Why do you think comedy is more difficult?
Well, I think that there's so much timing involved. And there's so much, you have to read your room so much. And there's so much that you have to figure out as far as how your jokes are going to land, what's current in today's world, and like what's going to be funny, what's not going to be funny. And then plus, how do you recover if nobody laughs at your jokes? I mean, holy shit, like if you think something's going to be funny,
you talking about stand up, I'm talking about role of comedy.
Oh, the role of yeah. Oh, I
for
see.
Sure, definitely stand up.
Yeah.
But no, the comedy role.
Okay.
That's kind of hard too, though, because you have to still be funny with it. You know what I'm saying? So somebody could write it, but don't mean you could imitate it.
Exactly. Like if you're writing something, and if it has to go and you have to just go fast, and you have to just lay it out. And if you don't have that cadence down, it's gonna fall flat. So you have to make sure that you're right up there with it. Comedy's real fast paced.
It is.
Yeah.
So real quick, I want to ask you a question. Do you think there are gatekeepers in Cleveland when it comes to the film industry?
Oh, I'm sure there are. I don't know who they are, but I'm sure that they are.
So do you think Cleveland, I guess, film professional, I guess they're professionals, film professionals that's in the industry, that's directors, actors, producers, do you think that they hold back information that could be definitely useful, or to people? Do you think they hold back like a lot of information
to filmmakers,
to like actors?
Yeah. I would hope not, because these are all artists that are trying to get their art into the world. So I would hope that they wouldn't be doing that. That would be really unfortunate if they were doing that.
So there's a thing going on right now, and it's talking about, people, directors and producers, because withholding information to help people. And then also I guess the thing about getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
So my theory is this about getting paid. I feel like you should get paid something, but the first and foremost thing, you got to make sure you're a professional at the end of the day. Because how you going to expect to get paid if you're not a professional? Because people are going to treat you exactly how you are, right? How you presume yourself to be. So if you coming in there, no headshot, you know what I'm saying, no portfolio, or nothing on your resume, or just not even you're not carrying yourself as a professional, how you expect to get this money? How you expect to to get paid? So
I think there's a certain caliber that's expected. Like once you audition and they see your work, they've seen your headshot, they've seen your reel, they've seen some of your credits on IMDb. Right. They're like, okay, this cat can cut it. We want her for this. It's expected.
Oh yeah.
And your ass will be fired if you won't get paid if you're not. It's just expected. It's just like any other job, really, that once you get hired, you go in, you're expected to do the job well. Exactly. And then you get paid. And if you don't do the job well, then they find somebody else that can. So I feel like it's really like any other job. I mean, you go in, and once you sign that contract, you're expected to do perform the job that they're paying you to do.
And vice versa, because I could speak from, both sides, as an actor and as a director and as a filmmaker. Mm-hmm. So I think also the director or the filmmaker has to be professional as well.
Oh, for sure.
Because you got a lot of people just waking up with cameras and I'm making a movie. Right. Would you like to act in it? And then when you get there, they don't tell you the information. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of unorganized, unstructured people that's out there. And we have this, you know about it. So we have this big co-op coming up on Wednesday. And we're going to talk about, putting the face together for the Cleveland film industry. So it's going to be some interesting things that's going to be said. Not going to reveal them, but trust me, if you're not a professional, you're going to be a professional when you leave out. If you want to be a member, it's a movement. It's not a gang or a clique or a club. It's a movement. It's going to be under the Real Opportunity Bridge Foundation, which is a 501c nonprofit group. And basically the group is basically going to help filmmakers. We just say film professionals learn how to, make movies and different things like that. But the first thing is financial literacy, because I think everybody lacks that. But not everybody. Most people lack that part.
Most people,
yeah. Most people don't know how to budget. And then we want to build, bosses too. So we want everybody to be their own man.
Be on the same page.
Yeah.
Man, woman.
Yeah. Be their own person.
Right.
Say that. Be their own person.
Bosses,
Yeah. We want you to be your own person. So we want you to be your own person, your own boss.
Because even if you're not an actor, whether you're a filmmaker, whether you're, whatever part you play, I feel like you're an artist too.
Oh yeah, so that's why we got like makeup artists, stunt people. Like we talking about everybody.
So everyone has their art. Everyone has their creativity that they're contributing to the project, and everyone has their chance to shine. But it's important to make sure that they understand that there's, criteria and stipulations that they have to do in order to do that.
So if you want to be a part of that co-op, y'all, just text co-op to 216-808-3344. That's 216-808-3344. We'll get you the information if you want to be part of the co-op. What we want to know, and this is the key for real, is a lot of people don't know, like they don't have the education when it comes to like filming and stuff. So they don't know a lot of stuff. They don't know about budgets. They don't know about pre-production. They don't know about post-production and stuff like that. Right. They just waking up and like, oh, y'all want to make a film. They don't know about screenplay writing.
That's simple.
Yeah, they don't understand. When you become the filmmaker, you have the main hat. You got the keys to the Jag. And you got to make sure that Jag drives with oil, gas, the coolant,
doesn't
the
get wrecked down the freeway.
Yeah. It's gonna be a bumpy ride for sure. But yeah, so it's basically you'll see it's gonna be very, very, very interesting. It's gonna be a new I told you about it, so it's something like brand new for real, and I think everybody's gonna love it.
Yep, jump on this train.
So if I put it like this, it's gonna be like film beyond filming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be something beyond filming. So filming is the main part, but it's gonna be something where everybody's gonna be happy, everybody's gonna enjoy it, everybody's gonna say, "Oh man, I really want to do that," and I like those ideas, and I get to be my own person. I get to put all my creativity out there. So it's just like watching a bunch of NFL teams come together and play in their league. That's what it basically is. Except we're not playing against each other.
You're playing.
We just all playing together.
All playing together.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we're building. So it goes the natural build it, they shall come. We're building it. It's time to come.
Right.
It's time for everybody to come.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
and I feel like too, when it comes to art can be compared to sports in a lot of ways, where nobody wants, we've already had a Michael Jordan, we've already had a Larry Bird, we've already had all of these big stars. So like if you want to be an athlete, we want to see you. We want to see what you can bring to the table. We want to see how you play. Yeah, the same thing with artists and filmmakers.
Right.
We already have a Reese Witherspoon. We already have Denzel Washington. We don't care about them. We want to see what you bring to the table. We don't want to see how, we've seen this film performed by them. How would you perform it?
Exactly.
What kind of flavors would you give to it? How would you do this running play? How would you, get around this offensive? You know what I mean?
Right.
So
see, that's what we were talking about earlier. Everybody, we know this. So you got your quarterback, you got your kicker, you got your wide receiver, you got your running back, you got the center, you got the guards, you got the tackles, you got all these components.
Yeah.
So they all important, no matter what. It don't matter all the way down to the water boy, because we thirsty. We got to get our water.
That's right.
But everybody's important, to the nutrition guy, to the coaches. So everybody's important when it comes to this. And you know what it is? Seriously, it's like the director said when he said for Nora, he won his award for the best picture. He's an independent director.
Nora,
yeah, he won. So he said it's the best. We get to watch our art on the theatrical screen.
Big screen.
So we all come together to watch the art.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we all we're not being enemies. We in the movie
All
theater.
that
We all
Exactly.
enjoying
the
it.
same experience.
We're all
Yeah,
one.
we all enjoying the experience
Mhm.
of Michelle Stuper,
Yeah.
Bruce Ballard, Javon Bates. So
Mhm.
we all there, and we just like we waiting for that great movie, that great TV show, that great docu-series or
Yep.
documentary or whatever it is.
There's no animosity. We're all just rooting on each other, and it's a beautiful thing.
So that's the whole key. And it's, you know, I hate to say this, and I used to be this way for real. I used to be so judgmental on movies until I became an independent, filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I get it now. Now I know why these guys have a tough time. So when I see a movie that's not prepared properly, I don't go hard on them people because I say they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people really don't know. So now it's time to put the education out there so they can know, so they can follow something, so they can see what it is to be a professional. So your second go perfect. Well, not perfect, but as planned, because you always gonna have something, you gonna have to pivot from it. But
Yep.
the goal is you got something structured, organized, and ready to go. So you got all your players, all your coaches in place, and you're ready to play the game.
There are some, then you got some teams, or in my case, you got some projects that end up being train wrecks, and you don't even want to put them on your resume, and you don't put them on your resume, and you just want to give them your name and be like, can you call this cat real quick?
Right.
Because ask him how to make a movie, because y'all need some help.
And you know what? Seriously,
it's horrible.
You know what? Seriously, this is the key of the whole co-op. The co-op is here to say, I need help.
Yeah.
I want to work with
And
you.
there's a
I want to work with you. I want to work with him. I want to work with her. I want to work with them. So it's so much. Everybody brings something different to the table. I don't care. You might be the best in social media. I might need that. I might not be the best in social media promoting and stuff. I'm just saying everybody's gonna bring something different to the table. And then this co-op is definitely gonna show who brings what. You know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And then you'll see basically it's gonna be treated almost as like a business for real.
Yeah.
A business model, but at the same time, you're gonna be doing filming, you're gonna learn a lot, you're gonna be protected, so you don't have to worry about not knowing how to do copyrights and all that kind of stuff. So everything's going to be explained to you if you're a member. So to be a member, like I said, come to the co-op. You'll learn about the membership, how everything's going to go, and you're going to be amazed. So I don't want to give up. I'm not going to give out too much information. I'm just letting you know that you'll see what is going on.
We're gonna say this like Kendrick Lamar said at halftime. Some of us will hear you. Some of you will hear us. Some of you won't. But I'm telling you all, come.
Yeah.
Strength in numbers. We're strong all together. All these fingers together are strong. But separate, they're not. So together we're strong.
Yeah, and no kick to the other cities, because we always talking about the other cities. We never talking about this city. We always talk about Atlanta. We talk about New York. We talk about even Detroit. And Detroit doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So now it's time for Cleveland to get their own identity, so they can see, okay, this is how those people roll in Cleveland. This is how they moving. They doing this. They doing that. They doing this. They doing this. They doing that. So they got everything going. Because film consists of so many different components. It ain't just film. It ain't just acting.
Lots and lots of moving parts.
Yeah, you got
film's universal.
You got music. You got all kind of stuff.
Everything.
You got animation. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, there's so many different components.
You do, it's film.
Yeah, it's a lot of different components. So like I said, this meeting is going to have all those components. So don't miss this meeting. I'm telling y'all. And another thing too is, if you good at something, of course you want to get paid for it. We understand that, but make the correct decisions too. So if you don't want to do something for free, don't do it for free. You're your own man. You already know what you, and then be realistically about your skills and yourself. If you know you can't get $1,000 a movie, come on, be realistically about yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just understand your worth right now, and your worth might be better than that later on. I'm just saying, just understand your worth right now. Nobody's bashing nobody. We want to, take this thing to the next level. And we just want, actors, makeup artists. We want everybody just to feel comfortable working with each other under one brand, one umbrella. Then ain't gonna be a brand. It's just gonna be an umbrella. It's going, like I said, it's gonna be the nonprofit Real Opportunity Bridge Foundation. So it's gonna be a great thing. Seriously. So I can't wait to talk about it on Wednesday. I'm not telling y'all where it's gonna be at. So either you gotta text us and
secret meeting at the Diamonds.
What they say is a secret under layer, secret layer somewhere.
Underground bunker.
There's a diamond meeting once a year. Secret.
Yes, it's gonna be a secret meeting. And it's not Illuminati if you was wondering that.
No Illuminati here.
Nah. Like I said, it's a movement.
We're all gonna be wearing cloaks.
No, it's like I said, it's gonna be under one movement, and that's it. So one last thing. What does your day consist of the day of shooting?
Day of shooting. Good amount of meditation, actually. Trying to be grounded. Trying to be grounded
for the role.
with the role, with myself, with the earth. And just be, just let myself be in the moment, be present, be grateful for what I've been given, and then take all the preparation that I've used and just be ready to unleash it.
Hey, it sounds good. Bruce, man, so how do you feel? What do you do preparing for when you come on set? You just be like, I'm ready for the instruction?
as an extra film, I just like coming in. So usually you'll say, okay, Bruce, so we got this extras coming in. So then I'll start thinking about that then. And since usually we bring our own clothes and think, okay, what would I wear for this? And how am I going to act during that scene? And then I'll survey the area. Like, so when we did the last movie, Concrete 2, and I was doing the press meeting, I came in and I didn't know how many people were going to be there with the scene was, but I looked around, I saw all the people there and everything, and I said, okay, well,
that was a good scene too. It came out pretty good.
Like what's how am I going to do this? Even though extra, because I saw some people had the speaking roles, and it's like, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to be seen? What would I do in this situation? And so I just developed it from there. But when I did the theater, then I'm looking at a role character such as Michelle's doing. I'm looking at what's that character going to be, and I'm spending time either thinking about what do I want to bring to that character. But extra is a little different. But still with that, I'm still like, well, the one I'm going to bring to this character that's not going to have any words, but just going to be seen on film.
How can I move the film along with this?
Yeah, how can I move it along? Yeah, and how can I be seen in here? How can I do this great role that's not really going to be a character, but it's going to be background and somebody's going to maybe see it. So that's how I kind of figured it out.
I think the best way to, if you're an actor, it's just real quick. I think the best thing to do is throw everything out the window, start from scratch, and then build that character. Don't be yourself. Read the script and build that character. Like understand the character, his emotions, and all that stuff. And then you can kind of, because some people kind of just play the same character sometimes.
Right.
Well, he's playing the same character that he did last.
That Samuel Jackson sounds the same in some character, but sometimes it works for him.
And at the same time, it is important to bring yourself to each character that you play as well. Bring your own personal flavor to that character.
Oh yeah.
So
for sure.
Yeah.
And then I think it depends on the scene too, because then like with Dark Ether, I was the cameraman at the police. I was a police cameraman.
Oh yeah.
So that's totally different now because I'm like I'm supposed to be taking the picture.
That's different. That's different. Because you're in the background and people still watch you like, hold on.
I'm looking at the scene and everything. How's it? And then the players are acting behind me because they were doing their lines while I was shooting. And
the guy was huddled on the couch at that point. Nursing my wounded arm.
Yes, like I said, it's a lot of moving parts when it comes to the filmmaking. So nobody's perfect. So I mean, the best thing to do is just try to keep preparing yourself every time. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your experiences. And then it's okay to write down notes. It's all right to put it in your phone and save it as a journal entry or whatever. Set your alarm clock on your phone to remind yourself to call Michelle at 5
And
or
another
Bruce at
thing,
6.
don't be afraid to screw up. Like there might be something that you do, that a performance that you do, and you think it's amazing, and the director says, "I didn't like that at all. Can you do it like that?"
Right.
That's his vision. This
Yeah.
is his film. That's what he wants you to do. So you have to be prepared to do a complete 180, do a complete redirect, and that takes a lot of skill too. And
does.
sometimes you can't be dead set on how you want to perform something. You have to be able to be flexible.
You got to be able to handle criticism.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
most definitely.
Yep.
And and then your director has to deliver it transparently too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I've seen like directors say stuff and they still don't understand. So you got to be clear as possible. You have to be transparent to the actor because
Mhm.
these are your players. These are your stars. So
Mhm.
you want to make sure your players go out there and don't be, discouraged. You want them to keep playing the game. So
you can communicate. They can communicate what you want in front of that camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
You want to have them just play their best and be their best when that camera come on. You want the same, you want them to keep going. Because like I said, I've been to sets where a director cusses at somebody. I was like, wow, that's cold.
I've been on one of those sets too.
Like,
So
luckily it wasn't me. I probably would have cried.
Yeah, it wasn't me either. I just seen him like, wow, that's crazy.
I don't think that's particularly the right approach, but I'm not a director.
You're not gonna get the best out of that person because now you didn't kill something inside them.
Right.
So now they mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're gonna keep messing up. They're gonna because they still mad at you at the end of the day. Even if they scared of you or whatever the case is, they still mad at you. So you're not gonna get the best out of them.
So when I was posing you this question so much, so has it been a time where you were filming and it's like it was off the script?
Oh, like improv?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been some times where we've done some improv, and actually those are kind of the most fun because you're completely off. You can do whatever the heck you want. When we were doing the casting call the other day, I really enjoyed that improv that we did.
Oh yeah,
that was a lot of fun to watch too. But I feel like improv, you have to really be on your feet. You have to be on your toes and yeah.
You gotta be real quick.
I mean, like most of acting is listening anyway, but with improv, it's really listening. Like
you gotta respond. You gotta have good response skills.
Ready, but yeah, improv's a blast, dude. Yeah.
Now, as a director, how do you handle improv? Because sometimes I know when you were first starting, that you gave a lot of leeway to your actors to develop that character as on the set. But now you got this more experience.
I noticed that too.
Now, how are you?
So the way I deal with improv is I just give the assignment. So the improv would be kind of like an audible. So like, all right, y'all, we can't do this. So I need you to do it this way, but I need you to do your interpretation of it. Mm-hmm. But I need this. I need you to hit these grounds.
Right.
You can say whatever you want to, but I need this particular word said or this particular thing done. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, they hit it because they're comfortable now. Mm-hmm. Most people are comfortable doing improv because they're like, I could just do my own thing.
As long as they know that this is the box that I'm performing, then they're good.
This is your grocery list. I need you to get everything off this grocery list.
That's right.
And then as long as you stick to that grocery list, we're good.
You can put some chips in there if you want.
Exactly.
Because I know some people were talking about Denzel and
he does some improv.
Well, what was the
Training Day was one.
Training Day. You said that role where you say King Kong ain't got
he did it.
That was completely off script.
But he left it in there.
They said keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Yeah. Well, some of the best things, like the lines are off script. Yeah. Like I'm walking here. Remember that? Yeah. That was completely improv too, because he actually almost got hit by the damn car. So he actually said
Heath Ledger did improv when he came into the Dark Knight, when he came into the Bruce Wayne's mansion, and he was looking for Harvey Dent, and he grabbed the girl, and she said something like she forgot her line, so he grabbed a knife and whipped her hair back. She said, I didn't even know he was going to do that, but they improv that one little aspect. And he grabbed her face, and she kept trying to move away. And he grabbed her face, and they just improv.
Yeah.
So it worked out. I was like, wow, I thought I was part of the movie. That's how real it looked.
Yeah. But she said he saved her by doing that.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yep.
He did.
Yes, because when you do a theater and and you forget your lines, there's no second take.
Nah,
So
you
it's
gotta.
like, now it's like he's like,
Your partner gotta help
that
you out
was-
now.
Yeah, we
Right.
gotta help each other because like
Yeah.
that wasn't on the script.
Right,
You just gotta
right.
play it off.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
play it through. But,
And I feel like it's easier to work with theater people and bring them onto the screen and say, okay, bring it down, than to go the other way, than to have people that are used to performing for the box and then, you know,
Right.
put them on stage and be,
Yeah.
and you have to fill out this whole damn theater now. You know, I mean, I really think it's much easier to take someone down than it
It
is
is.
to bring them
Yeah,
up. That's
it
my
is.
personal
yeah,
opinion.
It is.
yeah,
That's true. That's true.
Because some people just don't have that personality.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so
Like it's like you got to perform to the back row of
Yeah,
the seats. You
yeah.
have to, you know, project, and everything has to be over the
Enunciate.
top.
yeah, you got to kind of rely
Yeah.
larger than life on the theater,
Larger
but
than
then on
life.
the film, like I think what's her name was saying, you got to tone it down. One of the guests we had was it Kaylee? I think Kaylee might have been saying you had to tone it down. She had to tone down her theater presence.
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. She did say
came
that.
with a-
For TV
She
and
said it
film,
was,
yeah,
you-
everything has to be.
Yeah,
You
Yep.
performing for the lens
Yep,
instead of
right
the
for the
crowd.
lens.
Yeah.
Yeah, commercials too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So before we go, anything else you wanted to say?
Thank you for having me on.
Oh yeah, no problem.
It was
no
a lot
problem.
of fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's talk about the Common Creed trafficking book. So, movie gonna be in Brooklyn once again. Just wanted to mention that one more time. So, if you want tickets, you want to check out the information, go to JB as in Bobby LegacyFilms.com. JBLegacyFilms.com. It's the first and second book, just to let y'all know. This one's on Tubi. You can check it out. Common Creed,
Tubi, yeah.
The Epidemic. And this one's soon to be on streaming services, maybe in a month or so. We got to handle Brooklyn first.
You gonna let me know, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
good.
I'm gonna let the whole world know.
Okay, good.
And let's talk about Uncle Freddie. So you know, D Hawk, he's a great comedian, one of the funniest guys that I know in Cleveland, but beyond Cleveland.
YouTube and
Yeah,
Instagram.
he got so much going on,
Skits,
man.
yeah.
He got the best skits
Check
in the
him out.
world. But anyway, got stories. So basically, Uncle Freddie is the neighborhood superhero counselor, helping 6
Aw.
children navigate through everyday struggles and mental health issues. So the collaborators, like I said, Delonte Hawkins, Damian Hawkins, myself, Javon Bates, and Bruce Ballard. So just to let y'all know,
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Javon and I, we did the storyline,
yep, as you see, it's
script.
a high quality
Aw.
book. So y'all see that it ain't, you know,
Kids
something cheap.
kids of all ages, young kids,
That's
and
awesome.
different cultures.
And one last thing, like I said before, it's getting hot outside. So I know y'all about to start.
65, 70 today.
Y'all about to
Woo.
start buying houses now. You need to get them houses moved. We got those U-Hauls. You could reserve it anywhere, any 50 states, any city. Call us 234-212-1378. That's 234-212-1378. You can't reach us there, then you definitely can reach us at 440-384-4174. That's 440-384-4174. Or go to the website passthepackage.com. Anything else you need to say?
Nope.
Shout out to Norma Davis. She's the one that's hosting the Brooklyn, New York premiere.
Oh, sweet.
Oh yeah. Make sure you
Very
tell
cool.
your relatives and friends, family that in the Brooklyn area to come on out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
We're gonna have fun, man. I can't wait for Saturday to come. Ready, man. So all right, y'all, check it out. And don't forget, y'all, don't give excuses. Go out there and make it happen, man. That's the number one thing. Go out there and give your best, not your worst, not your halfway, not your some of the way. Give your best effort. And it don't matter if it don't come out right. Just give your best effort. And trust me, after experiencing the failures, you're gonna know which way to go.
Yeah. Find reasons to succeed.
That's right. Yep. So we out of here. See you next Monday.